Okay, guys, now we are here in the presentation I prepared. And now we're gonna talk about how do you do to get the Genie software, how to download it, and how to install. Well, nowadays, everybody knows, like, if you are doing like agricultural research, you must have a really bold software that can process your data properly, and then you can have informations of your data then can so you can carry out your like breeding programming or whatever you are doing. So we know like data processment is essential like in cattle, like crops and farming and everything, fruit production. And you must have like a computer nowadays, like to work like big data or all this big quantity of data they are being generated today much easily than before. We are here in Brazil, in the city of Viçosa, which is located in the state of Minas Gerais. We are located, our lab is located in this building here, which is like an institute inside the university. This is our door. It's written like bioinformatics lab. And down below, you can see a picture of like the main part of the lab. It's a kind of old picture, but it's not much different from this today. Here in this lab, you have our advisor, the professor, which is the responsible of the lab, has generated some softwares, and you can see four of them here. GKMOL, which is inside the Genius today, is used to like molecular data processing. The Genius software, which is used like in statistical, experimental statistics and genetic diversity and biometrics study. The GBOL, which is a software used to teach students about genetics, and this GDM, which is like a software developed to study as well Drosophila melanogaster genetics. The genus has expanded in the last years, and we have information that it is being used in lots of countries around the world. You can see a small list of it. It's I made this list like 2 years ago, and so I believe now today I have to update it because I'm sure our range is much bigger now. And when you are using Genius, like even me or people that are using it every day, you face some troubles on it. That's natural. So I created this page, and now my friends are starting to continue my work in it. And I recorded some tutorials, and you can come in YouTube to watch these tutorials in this web page here, which I called Jane's News, which is the same name from our page in YouTube, in Facebook, sorry. So if you have any doubt, you might find some good information here in these videos. How I download Genius? So first thing, our main link is in Facebook, but don't worry, if you don't have Facebook, you can access it without make login in Facebook. So don't need an account. You just type in your browser this address here, facebook.com/geniusnews. And then it's gonna show you this page. It's bigger than this. I did some crop in the picture, but here's the important part. Here you can see home, about, photos, and lots of stuff on the page. To download, you must click here in about. Once you click it, it will show these sort of things. Lots of information about us, about Genius. Here in general information, it's written in Portuguese, but I will show you how to install it, how to get it. It says instalação, which means installation. And you can see you have 3 dots here, like an etc. And see more. If you click in see more, it will expand and you will see this kind of stuff there. All the complete general information. You have here installation, actualization or update, or in your data files. I will explain to you what is these data files a little bit after. There is the link for the YouTube channel, alternative links for downloads. If these one are not okay, I don't know, something may happen to these links. If you cannot download it, just message it guys, Facebook, email, or whatever mean you want. So, to install Genius and make it work properly, we must have 3 files, 3 folders, I'm sorry. The first one is called bioinfo setup. The second one is called Genius X. And the third one is called dados, which is Portuguese for data. Okay. I can click, it will link me to Dropbox, and I can download without having Dropbox account as well. So that's very good for everybody. Once you download those 3 folders, we can start the installation. The first folder we're gonna use is this one, bioinfo setup. You got this folder, you have to unzip. If you open and try to install the Genius without unzip, it won't work, because the setup will start to look for some files that are inside this folder, the subfolders here, and it won't be found because it's inside the zip. So first thing, unzip it, and then after you unzip it, you can execute this app called Setup. Once you click on it, the installation will start like any software in Windows installation. You'll see this screen, but different from here where is written Genius Setup will be written Bioinfo Setup. It's an old screenshot I got here. But this window will be the same. So you just click, it will present you the installation, and you click OK, I want to install it. The second windows that you will face is this one. In this one, you can see like the address where the Genius will be installed. Like the default is like program files / Genius. You can change your destination here. If you're happy with this one, you just click in this computer here to start the installation. After you click it, it will ask where in the start menu of the Windows it will be placed. You choose or just create a new one here. An advice, I just click continue and it will create like a Genius folder in your start menu. After you click, you're gonna see this like progress bar. And it will start to fill. In the end, sometimes few mistakes can happen here. You can see these like trouble screenshots. The computer is trying to copy a file, and it's another version than you already have in your Windows if you're using like Windows 10. You can click yes, it won't be any difference from the installation, and the installation will proceed like normally if you click yes. So here I have yes, no, and not to all. If you see this window, just click yes. The other error is with some DLL files, the Genius cannot register it sometimes. So it won't be found, but there is no problem. Just click ignore The last option here, you have few another like repeat or anything. You just click in the last one, ignore. And after this, the Genius will install successfully. So if you have some troubles, click in yes or ignore. Okay? And then you're gonna end your installation. Very, very easy. And this process is very fast. You won't take you more than 10 minutes, I believe. After this, you can see in your computer, in your local disk, you have read the folder. In the destination, you choose it in the installation. In my case here, it's in program files / Genius. And I can see all the stuffs I must have, like the DLLs, the OXLs, to run the Genius. Okay? Now, I installed everything I need to Genius run properly. Now I have to copy Genius, and maybe I must do an update. How do I do this? It's on all the updates in Genius. All of them, they are called Genius X. So you won't change it for another folder. So you remember we downloaded three folders: bioinfo, Genius X, and data. Now we are in Genius X. If you open it, you're gonna see a list of files. These files are the Genius software. If you just installed it for the first time in your computer, you have bioinfo installed, you can open it, copy somewhere you want, like in the Genius folder you created in the bioinfo setup, and it's done. The Genius is ready to go. If you download the last version of his Genius X, which is updated in our Facebook page like regularly. Or I put this here. If you download like a new version and you have an old version, you just open it. You can press Ctrl A to select all, Ctrl C, you copy all, and you go in your older folder of Genius X, copy and make a substitution of all the files that are inside of it, and you got the new version. Very easy. Just copy and paste and make some substitutions. Overwrite the older files, okay? And I show it here. When you do this update, when you press Ctrl V in the older version of Genius inside the folder, the computer will ask you overwrite and everything, and you just overwrite the old files and you'll be fine. You'll get the new version of Genius. Now we're gonna see our last folders, which is called data. Okay? Data, it's a folder. In Genius, you have more than 1,000 of different like data processaments, like for statistical to breeding to biometrics. And for each one, Genius has one example. With these example files, you can learn how to organize your files, like the columns, the sequences of columns you must put. So these examples are like your own tutorial of Genius. And you have to place this folder in the right place. It's the only folder that must be in the same place for everybody. The installation you can put anywhere you want. Okay, so you get this dados, which is me. I told you guys it means data in English. Portuguese is called dados. You unzip it and you must copy it in C/. You see here, here's my C directory, and here's my folder, data, dados. It must have this name, and it must be here. If there is in another place in your computer, Genius won't find it. So put it here, okay? Once you put it here, Genius is ready to go. And this is the layout of the last version of Genius. And now we're gonna talk about some preparations you must do before start to use Genius.